Hi guys, my name is iPhong and welcome to iTalk. Yesterday, I talked about the Ministry of Public Securities of Vietnam's calls out Vietnamese people who live, work and study abroad in Japan to follow both Japan law and Vietnam's laws. It's an old official post back in 2025 on other social medias, but I think we should keep mentioning it all over again in 2026 and even to the future and so on. Keep mentioned everyone to follow both country laws if you are outside of Vietnam, working abroad or study abroad or live abroad. Because recently, there are so many Vietnamese people commit crimes in Japan. There are so many Vietnamese people shoplifting, stealing food, and even shaking the cherry blossom tree in Japan. Now, after that, the Japanese police, they found out, they arrested Vietnamese people who commit crimes in Japan and sent them back to Vietnam. But I don't think those types of people are scared. I don't think those types of people will learn their lesson. So in my opinion, both Japanese police and the Vietnamese police should punish people who disobey the laws harder and lock them in the cage as long as you can. Alright? However, I really want to talk about this because it's not written in the laws. So many Vietnamese people, they do this in Japan, and on social media, Japanese people are crashing out. And I'm not gonna lie, I understand that they crash out as well. It's a valid crash out. There are so many Vietnamese people, they hang the Vietnamese flag, the yellow star flags, on their balcony. That's it. It's not written in the law, so they would think it's okay to do that in Japan. Now, Vietnamese people are very patriotic. Alright, they love Vietnam so much, they love the yellow star flag so much. But to do it outside of Vietnam's, I think it would be better to hang both flags in the balcony. Especially in Japan, for example, it would be better to hang both yellow star flags of Vietnam's and the Japanese flags, the red dot in the middle's white background flags. Let's hang both flags on the balcony. It would be better, right? Not just hang one. Not just hang the yellow star flags of Vietnam's on the balcony and that's it. I know you want to show that you're Vietnamese who lives, who works or study abroad outside of your home country. I know that you're patriotic, but doing this is not make you look better. Alright? True that hanging the yellow star flags of Vietnam in Vietnam is totally fine, but if you live or work or study abroad outside of Vietnam, then it would be better to hang both flags. The flags that you were born and the flags that you currently work, live, study abroad. Two flags, alright? Japan's, for example, hang both flags, the yellow star of Vietnam's flags in the balcony and also the white and red dot flags of Japan on the balcony as well. That way that Japanese people are not gonna hate you, you know. And I also really want to ask you guys and girls the same thing. Imagine there's French people lives in Vietnam, but they don't hang the yellow star flags of Vietnam. they only hang the red, white, and blue flags on the balcony, and that's it. How would you feel? And I can also ask the same things. If the Chinese people who lives in Vietnam, they don't hang the Vietnamese flag. They only hang the Chinese flags on the balcony, and that's it. Vietnamese people who lives in Vietnam, how would you feel? Tell me, how would you feel? It's hard to answer, right? I know that on social media, Japanese people crashing out, saying Vietnamese people only hang the yellow star flags on the balcony, and that's it in Japan. And I can understand the valid crash out because, long story short, wars in the past. Alright? And honestly, I don't know if it's true or not. I think there are so many Vietnamese people who are currently lives in Japan right now. And Japanese people, they don't want to see a lot of houses. They only hang the yellow star flags of Vietnam in the balcony, and that's it, right? I think, in my opinions, no matter where you are, like if you live, work, or study abroad, like if you want to hang flags on the balcony, then try to also hang the flags that the country you currently lives or work or study abroad as well. For example, in USA, if you want other people to know that there's Vietnamese in the house and you're patriotic on where you were born, then buy two flags. Alright, buy two flags. The American flags and the yellow star Vietnam's flag, and hang them both on the balcony. Alright? And honestly, I'm gonna admit, I don't do that. First of all, it's a rental room. Second of all, sadly, I don't see the yellow star flags of Vietnam being sold much in USA. I really don't want to talk about the forbidden flags in these videos, to be honest. But yeah, let's go back to talking about Vietnamese people hang flags in Japan. It's not written in the laws, but even when you think you're allowed to do so, it's not gonna make you look more patriotic. It's not gonna make you look even better. In fact, it's gonna make you look even worse. Alright? So, yeah, even in Vietnam, I would highly suggest foreigners, if you lives in Vietnam or works in Vietnam, and study abroad in Vietnam, but you are not Vietnamese, instead, for example, you're Filipinos or Thai people, but you are patriotics, then I would highly recommend hang both flags on the balcony. The yellow star of Vietnam's flags on the balcony, and your home country's flags, like Thai flags or Filipinos flags on the balconies. Try to hang both flags if you work abroad, if you live abroad, or if you study abroad. Alright? And yeah, that is just my opinions. Leave the comments down. what do you think about this? You see in the thumbnails, and I screenshot the pictures, and it comes from the post on social medias by Japanese people, and yeah, I agree. It's a valid crash out from the Japanese people, and we cannot let any more Japanese people hate Vietnamese people anymore. Alright? Be nice, don't be toxic, and obey the laws no matter where you are. Alright? Yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave it at that. Leave the comments down below. I would really want to know your honest opinions about this. If you enjoyed these videos, give these videos a like. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!